On the recording.
Thank you very much, sir. So hello everyone and welcome to this week's TOC, the last one of 2021. So we've got a couple of bits on the agenda, which is the standing actions of reviewing last week's actions, reviewing the outstanding PRs, an update on the charters for working groups, and then any other business. So if we have a look at last week's actions, so it was down to me to tag the leads on 183, which was a request to add Diego Gardner networking groups, but David beat me to it, so that's even easier. So that's the best action ever. But nothing from Amelia as yet. I'm guessing Amelia's probably finished for this year. But yeah, so we'll just wait to see on that front. Then the next one for us was actually, let's just place that one in there. It is reviewing the org automation. So I noticed that myself and Eric have made some comments on that one, and yeah, I definitely agree with you. Your comment on there, Eric, about starting with the read-only token, so it's dry run, which I believe is the plan.
Yeah, that's what Ruben had mentioned
yes,
last week.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm quite happy with that one. I guess, yeah, it just needs to confirm that, and we need an appropriate number of people to merge it in. Okay. Anything to add on that from anyone else?
No, I approved it as well, so makes sense. I mean, I'm still curious how it works out with this very, very long list of approvers and the let's say then the way how to clean this up into the intended structure, but it's a starting point. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. So on the outstanding PRs, I've skipped a few out from this week's list where we know that we're just waiting for people to respond, and we know that in some cases they're not about at the moment because of vacations. So the next one is the RFC process, which I saw that you'd put some change requests in on that one, Eric, this morning.
Yeah, I know we'd been talking about the numbering scheme, and I was taking a bit of a closer look at how like the Cloud Node Build Packs community has approached their repository, and yeah, I think they have a scheme where they are assigning that number at merge time for any particular RFC, and that might be a little more reasonable. One thing I was even realizing is, so they keep having that placeholder, they have a 4-digit 0 value placeholder in the file. I actually don't even know why you need to keep that. I don't see why you couldn't prepend the next number in sequence to the descriptive file name at merge time as well, because they're already having to, move that file into place with the correct number. So anyway, so that's something that I think could have ramifications in some of the other steps in terms of the actual wording. So if we wanted to switch to that as the procedure, then that would affect some of those other lines at least.
Yeah, so I guess the most lightweight is making that update at merge time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, does anyone see any reason to not go for that? Okay. All right, if we're going to go with that, then I'll make the wording changes over the next couple of days to get that ready for the start of next year, then in that case. But that seems like the sensible way to go. So I will note an action for that one. Let's just drop in there as an action item. Update Okay. Cool. So from the terrible typos, I know what that means. So that's okay. So the other one that we had got to review this week, Stephan has reviewed after the changes.
And no, I think it's fine. So the repos moved into technical assets. So
yes. So it just needs the requisite number of people. So I'm happy to approve that one. So all we need is one more and then we can merge it in.
Take one more pass over it, but didn't remember seeing anything unusual.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Cool. Oh, that's all right then. So that's all the PRs that I got pulled out for us to have a look at, because everything else is awaiting people that we know are away at the moment. So the next bit that we got was on the stub template for the community experience working group. Let's just copy that.
Yeah, I haven't seen any response from the main working group leads. That may also be in the waiting on people to come back from holiday break category.
Yeah, that's kind of the feeling I got. So I think it's probably going to just hang until the start of 2022. But yeah, okay, cool. Is there anything else on any other working groups that anyone wants to raise at the moment? No. Okay. So that kind of moves us into any other business as a quick one. Has anyone got anything to raise?
Just we continue to make progress on the various Log4j CVEs. I just thought I'd update this group. We've like cut versions of UAA that are even now Log4j 2.17. So if you happen to be somebody who cares a lot about the third CVE in Log4j, you can now update UAA. There's not a CF deployment yet, but we'll probably get one, like, I don't know, maybe this week or something. I don't actually think we're vulnerable. I ran some analysis on UAA. I don't think we're vulnerable to that third CVE at all. But if you happen to be a vendor that is shipping Cloud Foundry, such as VMware, and your customers see a high CVE, they often don't. There's a lot of nuance there. It's just easier to fix the high CVE than it is to fight it out with 100 of them.
You know if there's a similar patch coming soon for Credhub?
Yeah, imminently for Credhub. The pipeline's broken temporarily. I don't know why. They're fixing it. Something about Docker. Docker Hub really limits how many pulls you can make. There's all these like licensing changes and use changes over at Docker constantly that are a pain to keep up with. So I think they hit their like pull limit and then they have to go like switch users or something. Who knows what they're going to do?
Yeah. So what we actually did for that one is we dual push. So we pushed to GitHub container registry and Docker Hub. So we use GitHub container registry internally, but Docker Hub's there for community use.
Yeah, that's very nice. What VMware does is it has a proxy, the caching proxy for Docker Hub, which is awesome.
Yep.
The problem is that it like doesn't work sometimes. Like I do a pull on some of them and they're just like not found. And I go pull Docker Hub and it's like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm like, what is this proxy thing? Anyway.
Okay. Cool. Anybody got anything else? If you have a look on cloudfoundry.org, there's a new slogan.
Ooh.
As everyone opens it.
Great, thank you. How do you edit cloudfoundry.org?
I no idea. Chris does it.
I like it.
You could also Ask me very nicely, David. I'm happy to do it.
Just wondering if it's hosted on Cloud Foundry, wondering if the UA is patched, stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think what else is there. Updates from the board meeting. So there was some personnel changes on SAP side, and with regard to CF deployment, that's being taken back to SAP to see if SAP can support that going forwards in a broad maintenance sense. And we await to hear on that one. I was hoping it would be in time for today, but unfortunately not. I think holidays might be taking part in that decision-making process. So, got a note on there. But yeah. Has anyone got anything else for this week? No, we are very much in wind down mode, I think. So I would suggest why not gain 45 minutes back? It's great coffee drinking time or almost beer drinking time, depending on where you are in the world.
Happy holidays, folks. Well, I guess we'll see you in January.
Yes.
Yep.
Have a wonderful break and a fantastic new year, all.
Thanks.
Same.
Happy
Best
holidays,
wishes
everyone.
from my side.
Bye,
Thank you
everyone.
very much.
Bye,
Take
everyone.
care.
Bye-bye.